So Libra, we're doing weekly reads for a while, just because of my health issues at the minute. We may get back to dailies quicker than I think, but we'll see what these new meds work like. We are all dealing with some major issues and things that none of us saw coming. So I don't like to leave you without any reads. So I'm doing the best I can. I hope you're being patient with me and you'll stay with me. So this is an adaptation on a personal private read. So although it is for a week, it may have far-reaching meaning. It takes time to deal out the cards, so if you want to fast forward that bit you can. If I get any messages you may miss them, but it won't be, I doubt that there'll be much. I will always put in the description if there is a specific message. A Libra, week commencing 16th. I do have a Tommy. You like to be called Tommy, not Thomas. And a Rachel. It could be living or past. I see Tommy as a child, but spirit come to you in whichever form they're happiest in this situation. I think Tommy broke his wrist at one time, his right wrist. And it may be him or Rachel, a left shoulder at the back, left shoulder blade, some issue there. So we're now looking for Libra. Could be anywhere in your chart, so if you've got Libra in your chart, it's just as well to watch this. And cross watchers are welcome, but you may have to reverse the meanings, obviously. Let me know in the comments. There is a problem and you believed it was solved. It isn't, and it will come back to haunt you, if you like. It was a nightmare situation, but that's over. The sleepless nights about it are over, so maybe you can see things clearer now with clarity. Either you didn't take action that was required, or a fire sign male did not take action when required. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Those born on the 20th, living or past, if you diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It is described as a toothache patched up when an extraction was required. So somebody just swept things under the carpet and pretended it wasn't happening. Justice will be served in this matter. You are the right way up. You have gained wisdom and knowledge, possibly advice, and now you are able to serve justice. We have a couple here. Whether they have fire in the chart or they're just a passionate couple, they are both in the negative, in the reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female or male. And when they're like this, they're nothing but argumentative. There will be no diplomacy with these two. Lack of self-expression unable to say what you think. It's conflict, having to defend yourself in a situation where someone has caused the breakup of a family situation or misery of some type, unhappiness. But don't give up before a miracle happens, because there is a homecoming. You have been banging your head against a brick wall for a very long time, but now is the time for you to settle this once and for all. The only other major arcana you have beside your own is this settlement, the 20th. So it's very important. Something's not over. You thought it was, but it isn't, and you're going to have to defend yourself in this situation. Home is where the heart is, so you will be returning to where your heart belongs. You may have given up in the past, thinking that it was over. It's not. Fire signs are very important. Someone is coming towards you, possibly those born 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February, with a passionate communication. This is a third party situation. It could be any third party where you feel pig in the middle. Someone new has arrived in your life, possibly, or this is the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger. It is a fire sign energy. There is no two ways about it. Probably younger than you. We've doubled up on that man there. So someone who didn't take action is now taking action. And they are not being put off. My God, I've got goose pimples. So the same couple that weren't taking any action have now decided the time is right to take some action. There may have been a child in this relationship, but action is required, and there is no way around this. Action is required to find the happiness you lost. Someone is trying to regain their happiness, but they're at a crossroads. A decision needs to be made. There is no going back to how things were. So remember what I said about the crossroads. That you can either stay on the path that you're on. If you think you can make it happy, stay on the path you're on, but you must change the way you act. You cannot go back to how it was. And if you cannot draw a line in the sand and begin again without bringing the past back into every argument and every conversation, then there is no future in that. You need to take a new path. You will know where you're at. There is a female mentioned, possibly in uniform, possibly of darker complexion. She is financially stable, she is a good friend, and she's generous. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She could be a mother energy. There is also Scorpio mentioned. At the bottom of the deck, we have obstacles in your path, the 19, which is mentioned both in Cancers and Aries. There is no movement forward because of the blockages. You have to settle this once and for all. Those born 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February. It is also a Leo card. There are children involved and travel, and it will cause arguments and conflict. You have to now, whatever your sign, be your genuine, honest self and follow your bliss, because otherwise not only will you make yourself miserable, but others as well. It is dominated by fire signs, so in some way you will have fire either in your chart or around you. Yeah, you have to go within your temple. You feed your soul now. It is time. Devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart and follow it. The number 70. You may have been born in 1970. You may be 70 years old. You may live at number 70. I also now have a spirit with me that has a massive injury or problem to the right eye. It is extremely uncomfortable, and there may have been a loss of the right eye. So, you are being called to devote yourself and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. So who or what are you devoted to? And prove it. Take action. You could be called to develop a regular meditation, journaling or chanting practice. This does not have to be anything airy-fairy. You can just sit and be at peace with yourself. Whether it's sat in the car, having a coffee outside a Costa, whether it's sitting on the beach, watching the waves crashing, whatever it is, just giving yourself time to yourself. Show up to your soul with rhythm. To develop a daily practice that you fill your well with and spend time with your soul, listening to music, reading a book, whatever it may be. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. But you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls, and if the situation you are in is not giving you space to grow, then you have your answer as to which path to take. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn, and you are being called to go deeper in your soul growth, to increase your devotion by being a student of lineage or spiritual teacher. If you've already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion, and your guides want to know how proud of you they are. That the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you are questioning your career, life or love path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards this prayer. Please, Spirit, only use me in a way that delights my mind, body and soul. May my life be a happy one. Commit to your daily devotional practice. No going back. It's time now to decide. It's your initiation, the crossing the threshold to a new life. But you have to be committed. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. So have compassion with yourself, not just others. You are not here to live your life making others happy. Number 1, she gently reminds you to snap out of your self-centeredness. Your ego has set a sneaky trap for you, and you may have forgotten that to create an abundant life, you must be conscious of how your choices impact on those around you. Have you been trying to manipulate others to get what you want without consideration for them? Is it possible that your good intentions are helping too much and enabling another person to remain the same and preventing them from growing? So you may think that you're being noble, sacrificing yourself for others, but you are, in effect, holding them back from their happiness too. Sometimes it's better to let others hit rock bottom with their own suffering rather than trying to make it easier for them. And sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind. Be conscious that you aren't alone in this world, and begin to behave as if spirit is in all life, in every person, and everyone matters. Remember that living world is a sacred community, and you are a magical and important part of it, but you're not the only one that counts. The High Lady of Love and Compassion is waiting to guide you and be friend and ally. Think first of others and she will orchestrate the ultimate success. Do not assume that what your choices are right for other people. The only thing that you know for certain is if you make yourself happy, then others will be allowed to be happy too. Thanks for listening.